Attention passionate Baltimore Ravens fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Baltimore Ravens' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Baltimore Ravens fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Baltimore RAVENS fans. Let's get to the news, so let's talk about some serious buzz that's been swirling around the NFL lately, especially concerning the Baltimore Ravens secondary. Rumors are heating up that the Ravens are eyeing a potential trade for Chicago Bears cornerback Jaylon Johnson. And if this deal goes down, it could be a game-changer for Baltimore's defense, especially as they look to solidify their secondary for a deep playoff run. The NFL landscape is always shifting, but right now, the Ravens are making some bold moves and strategic plays to position themselves as serious contenders once again. Sources close to the situation indicate that the Bears, sitting at 5-6 with a cap space of around $14 million, are in a rebuilding mode on defense. They're considering moving some pieces to free up cap and accelerate their rebuild, especially with their cap situation looking tight due to upcoming extensions, like that of Williams. The Bears are reportedly open to trading Johnson in exchange for a couple of mid-round picks, specifically a third and a fourth-round pick in the 2026 draft. It's a calculated move, but one that could give Baltimore a significant boost, especially after losing Brian Nee and Majibuik to injuries recently. Now, this type of coverage trade isn't just about filling a roster spot. It mirrors past high-profile moves in the league, like Jalen Ramsey's trade to the Rams in 2019, which proved to be a catalyst for a secondary that could lock down just about anyone. The Ravens, sitting at 6-5 following some recent injuries, are looking to add consistency and elite talent to their secondary, which has shown flashes of brilliance, but needs that extra piece to become a truly shutdown unit. Jaylon Johnson, drafted in 2020, has been a disruptive force in the Bears' secondary for the past 6 seasons. Over his career, he's accumulated impressive stats: 180 solo tackles, 60 assists, a sack, 12 interceptions, and 40 pass deflections. His PFF grade has consistently hovered around 88, 0 with a coverage grade of 89. 5. This means he's not just good, he's elite at shutting down top receivers. His ability to shadow WRs and make game-changing plays could be exactly what the Ravens need to elevate their pass defense to a new level. In 2025, Johnson played 11 games, tallying 28 solo tackles, 10 assists, and 38 combined tackles, along with 2 interceptions for 45 yards and a forced fumble. His PFF rating that season was a solid 85.2, and he supported the run at a rate of 28%. Importantly, he's been relatively injury-free, which is huge for a team looking for stability in the back end. His presence has notably improved the Bears' pass defense, boosting their efficiency by around 12% and allowing fewer big plays, just 11 per game, which is a significant improvement. Johnson's ability to erase top WRs like Chase or Wiggins, creating mismatches and forcing quarterbacks to look elsewhere, is exactly what the Ravens need to step up their game. The reasoning behind the Bears potentially letting Johnson go is multifaceted. They have a cap crunch, and with the Williams extension looming, they need to clear some space. They also need to prioritize other positions like wide receiver and edge rushers. However, losing a CB1 like Johnson would be a blow, especially considering how much his coverage has helped keep pass yards allowed down. Currently, the Bears have seen an 18% increase in passing yards allowed, jumping from around 210 yards per game to higher totals. That's similar to what the Jaguars experienced after losing Ramsey, an increase of about 160 yards per game through the air. For the Ravens, acquiring Johnson would be a strategic move that could shift the entire dynamic of their secondary. It's not just about filling a need, it's about elevating the entire unit. Johnson is an elite man-to-man coverage corner, and pairing him with Marlon Humphrey would create one of the most formidable duos in the league. This pairing could potentially lead to a +10 interception increase, pushing their total from 9 to 19, and improve coverage efficiency by around 20%. It would also cut down on big plays, which have been a problem for Baltimore this season. A key aspect of this potential trade is how Johnson's skills translate into the Ravens' system. His ability to shadow WRs like Chase, combined with Lamar Jackson's dual threat, opens up new opportunities for turnovers. Jackson's forced fumbles and Yards after catch numbers could see a positive bump with a shutdown corner helping to cover those deep routes and contested catches. Additionally, bolstering the secondary could lead to a significant drop in third down conversions, by as much as 16%, from 42% down to 26%. That kind of impact transforms a defense, turning it into a true nightmare for offenses, especially in high-stakes playoff games. Looking at the broader picture, this move could be the catalyst for the Ravens to aim for a deep playoff run, possibly even pushing towards Super Bowl LXI. Their odds, which hovered around plus 1,500 earlier this season, could improve to plus 1,000 with an elite shutdown corner like Johnson on board. The Ravens are already known for their tough, physical style of defense and their innovative schemes under head coach John Harbaugh. Adding a player of Johnson's caliber would cement their reputation as a lockdown unit, capable of shutting down even the most explosive offenses in the league. This isn't just speculation. It's a calculated move that fits Baltimore's blueprint. The team has been resilient this season despite injuries, particularly in the secondary, where injuries to key players have forced younger, less experienced guys into bigger roles. Johnson's addition could help balance out that experience gap, providing leadership and technical mastery that could elevate the entire unit. Plus, with the playoffs approaching, the Ravens are looking to punch through their current limitations and establish themselves as a true Super Bowl contender once again. Now, it's interesting to consider the impact of this potential trade on the team's future. Johnson's leadership and elite coverage skills would not only help in the short term, but could also be part of a longer-term plan to build a dynasty. When you think about the Ravens' history of developing strong secondary players and their focus on versatile, tough defenders, signing Johnson would make perfect sense. It's a move that aligns with their organizational philosophy, building through smart, strategic additions rather than just relying on draft picks alone. From a fan perspective, the excitement is palpable. Imagine the feeling of watching Lamar Jackson and Jalen Johnson work together, disrupting offenses and setting the tone for a relentless Ravens defense that opponents dread facing. It's about creating a legacy of dominance, one that could be remembered for years to come, an era where Baltimore's secondary became synonymous with shutdown football. This move could also send a message to the rest of the league that the Ravens are not just content with being good. They're aiming to be great, to reclaim their spot at the top, and to cement their reputation as a team that always plays to win, especially when it matters most. Of course, as with any trade, questions remain. Will the Bears accept the proposed picks? How will Johnson adapt to Baltimore's scheme? Will the team's salary cap situation allow for this move without creating additional issues down the line? These are all factors that NFL insiders and fans alike are pondering. But if the trade happens, it's clear that both sides see a win-win scenario. Chicago gets draft capital to help rebuild, and Baltimore gets an elite corner who can change the trajectory of their season and beyond. In the end, this potential move signifies more than just a player swap. It's about the Ravens' relentless pursuit of excellence, their desire to reclaim their place among the league's elite, and their commitment to building a defense that can dominate under any circumstances. If Baltimore manages to land Johnson, it could very well be the piece that pushes them over the edge, turning their already formidable defense into a true nightmare for offenses trying to carve them up. It's an exciting time for Ravens fans, and the days ahead will tell whether this bold move becomes a reality. And now, Baltimore Ravens fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you believe Jalen Johnson is the right fit for Baltimore? Are you excited about the potential upgrade in the secondary? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Ravens. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Baltimore Ravens news.